Maria, thank you so much for taking the time to answer these questions for me. What is
Yeah.
the Pandemic Book Club?
So the Pandemic Book Club is a no-cost online service that we've put together um, kind of start or to continue your personal development journey throughout this um, social isolation or these isolation pieces. People they're not able to attend their usual hobbies. They might be feeling a little bit um, isolated at home, a little bit, missing people and missing normal interactions and normal hobbies. So we thought we'll bring a hobby to you and we'll create a book club called the Pandemic Book Club. I thought we'd be funny about it. I don't know if it's actually funny.
I love that name. I think it's a great name. It sounds really grand. So how does it work?
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that we're going to run the book club for 3 months.
Hmm.
And you can go over to merjasumiloff.com and grab the Four People Within ebook from there and work through it. We'll work through it together in the next 3 months. And we get together once or twice a month, I'm thinking twice a month, and
Mm.
discuss what we've theoretically learned and how
Hmm.
we've put those learnings into practice. So we'll get together online and we'll discuss our findings as well as our experiences with what we've learned.
Wow, so it's a great way to practice social distancing together.
Yeah,
So
I think it'll bring everybody together a little bit more, feel like we belong a little bit more if we're doing our personal
yes,
work
yes,
together.
definitely, I agree. It sounds an awful lot like free mentoring. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so it's actually not specifically that. While there are facilitators in these book clubs to make sure that the meetings run well and you can get some supportive growth or some supportive or growth feedback throughout the calls,
Hmm.
it's not really designed to be like a coaching or mentoring call. Just like any other book club, these calls are there to share the reflections from the participants' experience of what they've read.
Hmm.
And then there might be a large number of people attending these calls. We're not quite
Mm.
sure how it's going to turn out yet. We're just putting
Hmm.
this out there now. Then real-time reflections may not be possible for everyone,
Hmm.
so that's why what we're going to do is we're going to encourage everybody to send their findings in by email before of the session,
Yeah.
so that the facilitator can go through the answers and the findings and find correlations and maybe even highlight those things that are the most common things that are coming up
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
everybody, so on others' behalf.
Okay. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
How often are the live calls?
So I'm thinking every 2 weeks for 3 months. So it's like
Okay.
6 sessions. Sorry,
Hmm.
that's 3 months, 2 weeks, so two a month. Yeah, so 6 sessions. So we'd be looking at taking the Four People Within ebook and then cutting it into pieces that we all work through, one chapter at a time per week or something like that. We haven't yet done the actual cutting of the material, so we don't know exactly what it's going to be look like, but it's all going to be communicated to those who want to do the book club.
Okay. What if I can't make the calls? I'm guessing that these are global events,
Yeah.
meaning that you'll have to run them at a certain time.
Yeah, so what I'm actually planning to do for myself, and might have other facilitators to do the same,
Hmm.
or have at least one class available. But what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to run two separate times. So I'm planning to run my groups at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on a Wednesday every week,
Okay.
Sydney, Australia time. So this
Yep.
should facilitate most people globally, as they're 12 hours apart. So even
Hmm.
if your time is in the middle of the night for you, say 2 o'clock in the morning for you, you can attend the 2 o'clock in the afternoon class, if that makes sense. Um,
Exactly.
and as I said, possibly with other facilitators, they might have different times available as well. So
Yep.
if you do want to know what time that's going to be for you, you can just go onto one of those time converters and
Hmm.
put in Sydney, Wednesday, 6 a.m. and then check out what time, and then put your own city in there as well and check out
Hmm.
what time it is for you. And
Yep.
if the AM time doesn't work for you, then you can try the PM time, and that should be a reasonable time for you anyway.
Yep. That makes perfect sense.
The
When are you
other,
starting?
sorry,
Sorry.
the other thing to remember as well on that is that because I'm in Australia,
Hmm.
so for Europe, Africa, and the Americas, it might actually be Tuesday for you instead of being a Wednesday, because
Okay.
we live in the future.
Yes. But like you said, if they go on the date and time converter, then they should be able to find it really easily.
But be really clear that you check what day it is too, because
Definitely.
that can
Oh,
be really challenging.
yes, I know what that's happened to me. So yes. When are you starting the book
So I'm
club?
so I'm planning to start on the first week of May. So I'm looking at 6th of May for me. So again, if you're
Hmm.
in Europe or Africa or in the Americas, it might be the 5th, the Tuesday the 5th for you.
Okay. Okay. I am totally in. You know I'm totally in.
Sure.
So what do I do next?
Okay, so you head on over to merjasumiloff.com if you haven't already. On that front page, you'll have an option to subscribe to the 4 People Within ebook. So you go and you grab that, you follow the link, and then we'll send you an email confirmation to finalize the process. And in that email confirmation, if you read it carefully, and please do, I'm also
Mm.
mentioning that we're going to be, you're not only going to receive the 4 People Within ebook, you're also going to be getting weekly 4 People Within hot topics and top tips and videos to continue your work beyond the ebook.
Mm-hmm.
So you get automatically subscribed to that service as well.
Mm-hmm.
And once we have the meeting times and dates actually finalized, once we have the channel up and running, we're going to do it on Zoom, for the live
Mm-hmm.
sessions, and then we'll be able to invite you, send you an actual invitation email to the book club sessions, as well as really detailed instructions on how it's actually going to run in practice. And but the main thing right now is to head on over to merjasumiloff.com and grab the ebook.
Okay, that's great. I'm going to do that right now. Thank you so much for doing this. I know you're really busy and everyone wants your time right now. I'm grateful that you keep walking the talk. You are so generous. Thank you so much. This is going to be fantastic for people and for me as well, because I'm in.
Yeah, yeah. Lisa, thank you so much. And you're so welcome. I mean, we can make the most out of this pandemic situation right now. If it feels like the right thing to do, if you need to rest, by all means do that. You can still grab the
Yes.
ebook and you can still receive the emails, the weekly
Yeah.
emails. But if you do want to make the most out of this, yeah, head on over to Merja Sumiloff, grab that ebook. And I just feel so humbled and just so privileged to be doing this work with all of you. Thank you, Lisa, for your time as well. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you. We'll talk soon,
Mhm.
huh? Did you have,
Definitely.
sorry, did
Definitely.
you have other questions? I didn't want to just wrap you up like that.
No, no, no. It's fine. I think I have everything I need to get started. So I'm heading over to merjasumiloff.com right
Nice
now,
one.
picking up my
Oh,
ebook.
yeah.
Looking forward to it. Yep,
Awesome. Thanks,
exactly.
Lisa.